Hey everybody, thanks for coming and checking out my video. This is Anchor Snake. This is my very first Radley Walters Medal, and I was in my T67 and on the cliff map, and I spawned on the north side. And as you can see, as the game starts, I'm gonna head over to the little TD location at about A5, because that's where TDs go, and I'm gonna go do what a TD does, and that's wreck tanks. And I enjoy playing TDs. I mean, it suits me. I'm not very good at the heavies or the mediums. I just don't seem to have the quick reaction, fine motor skills. I don't know. I'm still learning, but the TD is really what I enjoy. I have come to like playing light tanks and being a passive scout, and I started doing that to get get through the missions. And you've seen a couple of my other videos. If this is not your first time to my channel. As you can see at the beginning of the game, I'm pre-aimed at this location because that's usually where TDs pop out at. I mean, excuse me, that's usually where lights pop out to get initial spots on the enemy team. I mean, that's where I would go, so that's why I'm aiming here. And sure enough, there's the ELC BIS, and as you can see, he's trying to get some spots, and he actually gets introduced to my gun, and which is awesome. Lucky shot, but I'll take it, And obviously, Artie's starting to work him over, and I spotted this M4 Sherman, and he looks like he's backing up. He probably has sixth sense, so he's looking for a place to hide, and I don't blame him none. This is a great location, especially where I parked at it. Man, I've got good lines of fire across all avenues of this map. And if you're a TD, I highly recommend you go check this spot out, especially if you're you got a turret. The T67 is just a strong little beastie of a tank, and even after the nerf, I mean, it's still a good tank. It's not as fast as it used to be, but still, it's a pretty good tank. It's got a good gun, good rate of fire, and I enjoy playing it. About 2 days prior to this, I had a really good game. At least for me, I got I got a top gun, and if I had been a better player, a better shot, I could have probably gotten my very first Radley Walters. And it was just one of those games, man, where everybody just seemed to pull out in front of me. And I actually ran out of ammo during that game. I shot so much, and I got high caliber, and it was my first ace tanker award in this tank, so it was pretty cool. But it just kind of nagged on me, man. I could have got taken a shot on the ELC BIS just to let him know I'm still looking at him, to keep his head down. And it was just one of those things, man. I really, just kind of, man, I could have got a Radley Walters on that, but it was just not meant to be. And if you don't have if you've never gotten Radley Walters, I mean, most people know it's just like hard to get. It's almost like a unicorn award. It's just hard to get. It takes the right set skills, right, type of teammates, right type of enemy team players. And I'm not trying to belittle anybody. It's just everything's got to work out, unless you're just one of these unicoms and it just makes it happen because you're awesome. And I'm not that kind of player. I'm just an average player doing the best he can. And but if you have a team full of of great players, there's no way you're gonna get you'd be lucky to get top gun. But and it requires a certain levels of luck too. And unfortunately for me, it just seemed to work out. But at this point in the game, I'm thinking, man, this kind of looks like that other game. I got a whole bunch of tanks, just wanting to come out. Jedi mind trick. You want to expose yourself. You want to expose yourself. And I'm looking. I saw the Chinu get lit up, and that's why it drew my attention over here. I studied the mini map a lot. That's where I look. And sure enough, there comes the cave. There comes they're heavy. He pokes out, and I start, working him over. He goes to the barn, and then I see the Stug, and I miss him, and I miss him again like a muppet, and I finally, he's my first kill, and I'm thinking, that looks just like the other game. We'll see what happens. And I'm looking at this Sherman, and he's making a run for it. And I miss him, and he pulls up. He thinks he's undercover, and he's going to the barn. And he's my second kill of the day of this game. And it was just, I'm just sitting up here thinking, man, I wonder if this is going to turn out like that other one. Man, I hope, I was like, nah, this is just going to be a regular game, and but we'll see what happens. And so right now it's just patience, y'all. You just got to be patient if you're a TD. There's no stronger position, at least that I know of, to get in. And like I said, I wanted to move, but I was like, no, I'm going to stay right here. And people are like, resist urge, people, you camper, sitting in the back camping. I was like, man, that's what a TD does. I guess they're sick and tired of hearing that. You're just a camper. But yeah, that's what I am. I'm a TD player. Go get a cookie. And this M10, I take a shot on him and I miss him. And I didn't time that very well. And I take another one, and obviously I missed him. He goes dark, and but this Chinu catches my attention, and he's pulled up into a pretty strong spot, and I mean, obviously I don't have a shot on him, but I already does, and they take some of his hit points away, and I see the Stug pull it up, and he obviously knows there's a TD sitting here, because I mean, he's a TD player. That's where TDs sit. And he didn't pull out in front of me like this Russian TD does, and just completely exposes his rear end to me. And thank you very much. And then there's the M10. He pulls out in front, just a clear view. And my second shot doesn't do anything, but my third shot manages to take him out. And now it's just like bam, bam, bam. And here's the Chino. He's pulled out in front of me, and he stopped right out in the open. And this thing is just nuts. It's just like the other game. The Stug managed to hit me, and I'm like, okay, this guy is good. I am not going to sit out in the open and expose to this guy. He obviously completed a campaign to get this tank, so he knows what he's doing. He's a skilled player. He's in cover. He's doing it exactly right. He's doing everything right. Unfortunately, Artie is just making his life miserable at this point. And like I said, I'm pulling the cover because I'm not going to sit out in the open with this guy. He's waiting, and I'm waiting for him to make a move. I'm definitely not going to make a move on him. And sure enough, he comes out and gets in front of me. And this is why I don't play non-terror to TDs, because of this right here. He could have been shooting at me the whole time, but he has to line up his shot. Unfortunately, he pulled out in front of a T-67. That was a bad play on his part, and he's going to the barn. So now I'm thinking, man, there's two tanks left. There's two Arties left. And I kind of got an idea, well, maybe I might just be able to pull this off, maybe. And sure enough, at this point, I already kind of suspect I know where they're sitting at. They're going to be sitting right on the other side of this hill because I can see where the shots are flying from. And as you can see, our Artie's about to light up where he thinks they're at. And they've obviously been doing counter battery on him. And so, I know exactly where I'm headed to. I crest the top of the hill. I go through the bushes. And as you can see, I'm going to spot the Bishop almost immediately. And he's going to take a shot and miss me. And there's a leaf blower over to my left. So I decided at the time I'm going to focus on what's closest to me. And that's this Bishop. My first shot hits. My second shot connects. My third shot, obviously, I missed. My hands are shaking, man. My blood's, I'm pumping. I'm like, oh my God, this might just happen. This might just happen. And I take out the Bishop. The leaf blower shoots me and does a little damage. And at this point, he makes a strong play. He tries to ram me. And if he'd have hit me, he probably would have killed me. But unfortunately, he misses. My shot connects. And then my last shot connects. And man, guys, I'm so excited. It was just like, yes, finally. I've finally got my very first Radley Walters Medal after almost 3 years of play. And I was just like, outstanding. So, y'all, thank you so much for coming and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not the most exciting video, but it's exciting for me. And I'm glad to share it with you. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe. It surely helps me out. Again, if it's not complete garbage, please thumb it up. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And y'all have a great day. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.